Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Topics After Dusk with Dee and Lida. I am Dee, and there is Lida. Welcome, 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 everybody. Just quick shout out to Facebook. Thank you guys so much for following our page. To YouTube, we're testing out YouTube, and I just want to say hi if you're catching us. If you are on our Facebook page and you do have YouTube, subscribe to the channel. You can look for either Darlene Anthony or Purpose to Freedom, and get connected with us that way. We will start adding some more content there. And then, of course, our Periscope fans, friends, followers, thank you so much
Yes,
for tuning in. We are so glad to have you all a part of this movement. So, we're going to get into our introductions and then talk about this content. We definitely got to get your mind off of what's going on um, out there and get you back local, your sphere of influence. How about that? So, my name is Darlene Anthony, better known as D. I am your number one money mindset maven. I am the founder of Purpose to Freedom and co founder of Freedom Growers. We are helping families to discover a growth mindset while building confidence one solution at a time. We are mentoring minds to appreciate critical thinking skills while building knowledge and confidence.
yes, and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for again tuning in. I have missed everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been MIA, but I am here tonight. Hello, Mama May. My name is Alita Smith, and I am your number one results driven accountability strategist. I provide resources and support to show you how to redefine while rekindling your relationships with food and money by empowering you to regain control of your actions while creating a more financially fit, energized, and transformed you. So today's topic is Wealth Wednesday, right? Wealth Wednesday. So as the Money Mindset Maven has so graciously told everyone, we are helping you all mentoring your minds, right? And so one thing about that is having a wealthy mindset. And so we're going to be discussing some things tonight on how to create wealth habits. And so we will go ahead and get right on into it. So it's definitely some table talk for you and your family. I know at one it's just not something that we do on a normal basis. It's like really dig deep into that dinner conversation. What are the conversations at dinner that we're having as relates to how our families can start growing their money mindset? And so you want to definitely encourage your family, you yourself, to again start looking into multiple streams of income, multiple streams of income. And that's definitely, I know a lot of people work at this time, that's going on now. A lot of people are working, a lot of people are learning the things that they're good at doing with their hands. And so that is a part of creating a multiple stream of income. What's something that you're good at that you can monetize? It's not always about going and finding the next best product to sell. Sometimes you're the creator of that product, which will result in an additional income stream for you. Something that you can actually monetize, something that you can patent, something that you can own. And I know we don't talk a lot about what it is that we're just naturally good at and really honing in on our natural skills. It's always about what can we sell? Whose stuff can we purchase at wholesale to sell at retail? You just be the person that does it all. What is it that you're good at that you can monetize? And so that's, something that you can think about as far as building wealth, creating multiple streams of income. For me, I'm not very artsy crafty, so I don't have a lot of things that I'm good at with my hands. So for me, I use, our skill of trading multiple trade lines for multiple streams of income. And that's just for me. So it's like, okay, well, what if you're not? You might be that person. I'm not really good with my hands. He didn't really give me a lot of things that I can do with my hands, but I'm a good thinker. I'm a good learner. So what other avenues can I take to create multiple streams of income for the things that I am good at, for my strengths that I can hone in on? And so that might be also your case. Would you like to add to that multiple streams, D?
Absolutely. I thought I was muted. I was because I was in a different tab. I was looking at something. I was like, oh, let me get back to where I was. But self-made millionaire Grant Cardone said that you won't get rich without multiple flows of income. You can keep your head above water with just what you're doing, but until you start adding multiple streams, um, you won't get to that next level. And who wants to just operate with their head just above water, or not allowing your ends to meet? They just waving, but I want my ends to be like, oh, what's oh, you got some stuff going on over here. Oh, what's going on over here? I want them to meet, touch, hug, and go meet everybody else, not just just
What
meet
they,
each other,
what they say, D, we want them to touch and agree. Okay.
touch and agree, and then go and see what's going on past them.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be disconnected streams. It can be something that you already do, like I'm a teacher by trade, so another stream of income for me could be to tutor. Another stream could be to consult other teachers, to work with underprivileged kids. All of these different things are out there. You remember last night I told
Mm-hmm.
y'all about this book and these things. It's like Prego Baby. It's in there. So, what are some ideas that you can come up with that you're like, man, I am really good at X, Y, and Z? If you're good at helping people, if you like to clean, doggone it, clean to the glory of the Lord. That's not my thing.
That
That's why
is.
number one on my list
Mhm.
was to have a maid. Remember, I told y'all last night, number one on my list, have a maid.
I like that number one. Technology has
Okay,
not
so
been
I
friendly to
need,
me, so I missed the whole live. I have not been able to do a thing with technology. So yes, ma'am, I'm a touch and agree on that. Make sure I have enough
absolutely.
streams of income to get a maid. I love it, D. I love it. And it's not that I can't clean, but hey, it's someone out there that enjoys to clean. It is a purpose of life of theirs. It is their stream of income. They have employees. They're doing great at it. This is
Mm-hmm.
what they like to do. I could be doing something else with my time, showing people how to cultivate their money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next point, you all, it would be to pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. And we kind of hit on this, and I hope I didn't miss something deep, but I think that's where we're at.
Don't forget number two, but we can. The order doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. I didn't see the other one, so forgive me. Pay yourself first. And we kind of hit on this a few weeks back, as far as giving yourself that 20% first and living off of your 80%. Again, this is not something that we normally are taught. We're always taught what bills are due when you get paid. We're never taught treat yourself first. We're taught pay the bills, and then if you have something else, treat yourself. It's not secure your wealth and then pay your bills and then treat yourself. It's always pay the bills, pay the rent, phone bill. Like that's just how we have been conditioned to think as far as what our money is supposed to do. It's like we don't really give our money a dream. We don't give our money a light before the end of the tunnel, right? It's like, it's just, what is it that we're demanded to do with our money as soon as we get it? That's why a lot of times when before we get paid, we're already broke, because we're not thinking about how can I create a stream of wealth, some kind of build on to what my hard work has paid me for. My hard work isn't just to pay the light bill or the rent. It's got to be more than just that. And it can be, if you start with that mindset of, I'm going to pay me first. I'm important first. If I don't go to work, there is no money to be made. Okay. So I have to take care of me first. And so, in order for you to do that, you may be able to also say, you know what, because I've started treating myself first, I've also created a sense of self worth, that, you know what, I may not be getting paid enough, because I like the way it feels when I treat myself first. I like the way it feels when I put me in the driver's seat and not in the passenger seat, because my bills are taking precedence over the things that are in my life. I
Mhm.
enjoy taking care of me first so that everything else can follow. Hey, Wanika, how you doing? Good to see you tonight. So definitely, we think about the things that are due versus taking care of us. So paying yourself first is definitely a way to increase your wealth. And even if you just start off saying, you know what, I'm going to make sure that I just put this $10 up. We know that sometimes getting from paycheck to paycheck is a struggle if you don't first have those multiple streams of income. So you have to figure out what you can do with what you have and make it work until it grows. And that's a part of cultivating your seed. You're cultivating your seed by saying, you know what, here's what I have in the harvest. Here's my harvest every Friday, or every other Friday, every first of the month, or just some people get paid once a month. Here is my harvest from my work, from my labor. What is it that I'm going to reward myself with first? How is it that I'm going to take this seed that I've planted and create different things to start growing my worth, my net worth. And sometimes it's just going to build on you to even invest in later. So we think about, oh, it's just a little now, but y'all keep putting that little bit. It's going to eventually grow if you start somewhere with just paying you first and allowing that process to do what it's going to do. It's going to take time. Yes, we know that. Time takes time. But paying yourself first, it's worth the wait.
And one of the things to help you do that, make it automatic.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that we were able to do, and it's not even missed, because we said every Friday, this is what's going to go to a savings account that we can't even access quickly. It's going to take at least 3 days. There really isn't any branches around that we can actually get to in order to go and retrieve the money. So, and I don't even know where the card is. We put that somewhere. We don't even carry that around with us, so that we're not tempted to say, "Oh, and shoot, I don't like to go to the bank anyway, so I wouldn't even go to a ATM machine to even try to get the money." But you, you have to do these things because you're saying, "I'm going to do this automatically, and I don't want access to it." Because you want to create a nest egg so that you can do some other things that's going to come at this point number three. You want to be able to do some of the other things with what you're saving so that you can go and buy, I don't know, what's this new purse that's out. Y'all, I am so not into a whole lot of fashion and stuff. I just do, I'm just me. What you see is what you get. I might get my hair, some kind of way or whatever, but I ain't but all that fancy stuff. But there's this purse I
It,
was talking about, and it was like $8,000. And I was like, I don't even I couldn't even tell you. But you got the Fendi, and you have the Louis Vuitton, and you have this, that, and the third. Well, If you are disciplined enough, maybe you can say, hey, um, after so many weeks that I'm consistent in saving my money, this is going to be my prize, or I'm saving up for these things. But make sure all your other stuff is paid. Make sure
Mm-hmm.
that you've paid you, then you pay your rent, then you pay your light bill, then you pay this, that, and the other, and have something left over. You don't want to come to the end of everything. It's like, well, where did all my money go? Did you have a plan for it? Did
Yeah.
you plan to pay yourself first? Did you plan to put away for this or that?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Are you minding your money? I
Mhm,
like that.
absolutely.
Minding your money. And I've always admired that, making it automatic. When you say that, D, it's like just put it in auto drive. All of your
Mhm.
subscriptions are coming out, and you don't even know they hit till you wake up and see that PayPal. Uh, oh, what was that? I have a lot of my subscriptions on going through the PayPal. And so it's like I'll wake up and this PayPal notification. Oh Lord, what then came out? And so that's how you have to do it. You have to put it on automatic drive, and it's not gonna hurt. And then you'll feel good about that. Oh yeah, I did set myself up for
Mhm.
success. I set myself up for wealth. I like it. All right, so I guess it was meant for us to kind of do that in reverse, because it does play into our next point, which is invest your money. Invest your money. So once you've had a little bit of opportunity or a little bit of time to set up a nest egg, and an opportunity says, "Hey, I see you've been minding your money. I think you're ready for this next step, to show you a little bit more on how to grow your worth." You've already started this in your mind that it's time for me to start doing for me. It's time to start making my money work for me. Remember, our money has been employing us. We want to reverse that. We want to start employing our money. We want to tell the money when it's time to clock in, when it's time to go to lunch, when it's time to go to break, when it's time to take me on a vacation. Okay? And in order
Mhm.
to do that, you've got to create that wealth mindset. So once you have that wealth mindset, being an investor of your money allows your money to work for you while you're in the bed before you hit snooze. hmm hmm So investing your money, it is an opportunity of that wealth process. We talk about being that one percenter. The one percenters are the investors. They're using other people's money to make money. They don't use a lot of their money. Though they're investors, they're still using someone else's assets to grow their own. And so when you have that investor mindset, people are looking for you. You're making money off of people's, let me see, I guess you could say off of people's skills. You're making money off of people's skills. That's what they're doing. That's what investors are doing. They don't want to get out there and do the work, but they know that someone has the passion to do it. They just don't have the capital to do it. But the investor has the capital to support other people's passions. That 1%, that 1% mindset, it allows you to be in control of your money. Your money is working for you. Absolutely.
And so it says invest your money every single day. So that means you
Mm-hmm.
have to have some type of goal. Well, how much am I going to invest? Am I going to put $10 in every day? Start as small as you need to. You don't have to say, "Oh, I need $1,000." This one person, and I'm gonna get his information real quick because he's a self-made millionaire, and I don't want to misquote any of his stuff. Um, Grant of Millennial Money, 31-year-old, went from having $2.26 in his bank account to $1 million in just 5 years. It's possible. Even with the state of the country right now, people are making ridiculous money because the market is going up when certain things happen, when the numbers look a certain way. The market is going down and people are making money because it's looking a certain way, because somebody's numbers is either where they want it to be or not where they want it to be. And I'm not going to quantify, qualify who is up or down at the time that the market goes up or down. You look at that for yourself. But did y'all hear me? He had $2.26 in his bank account and grew it to $1 million because he said, I need to set a goal. I have a goal. And he turned it into, he had a big goal, but then he said, I need some small goals. I need some daily goals. So he was like, I want to set aside $50 a day. Some days it was only five, other days it was the 50, but he did something every single day to reach that particular goal. That's what my Friday is. I have a daily goal, but I only do it on Friday. It's set up for Friday. And so his daily goal was like $50 deposits. Um, then it became 70, then 80, then 100, then 20,000. When you can say, I'm going to put aside $20,000 a day, man, guess what, y'all? See, I didn't even really know we was going to talk about this tonight, but it's in this book. Create 7 streams of income. Save $25,000. Save 50,000. 75. Generate $100,000 in revenue. This is in my book. Yeah, I'm giving y'all a peek inside of the mind of the Maven. A peek inside of the mind of the Maven. Just some of the things that
Yeah.
I thought about. Have a $10 million net worth. Get paid $20,000 for a single talk. Kind of like this right here. I go on somebody else's platform and talk about all kinds of things. Ooh, here's one that I'm working towards, and I'm going to stop in this book. Weigh 145 pounds. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I can't speak negative about it. 13% body fat. 100. Nah, I ain't nowhere near 13% body fat right now. But
No,
doggone it. But doggone, I'm
you
gonna
can
work towards
do it,
it.
girl. It's
That's
it now.
for a woman.
Uh-huh.
So but hey, what 50 Cent say, get rich or die trying?
Mm-hmm. That's what it
Getting that
says.
fat or die, I won't die trying, but I'll go as far as I can until I
You
get
feel
there.
like a man before just feel like it. Just might feel like it a little bit, but I'm gonna get there.
Right.
Win, lose, or
A
draw, I'm gonna
slight
get there.
But what are you writing down? And that's pretty much the last point too. What are you writing down? What's in your mind? What you thinking about? What are you saying to yourself? Are you full of doubt? What is it? So I've had to rework, rechange, I had to pull out that negative talk. Set a goal. What is your goal? Figure out what the goal is going to be, and then do it in chunks. Break that goal down.
Mhm.
Can if you can't do nothing but 1 hour in that day, do it in that hour and say, you know
Mhm.
what? This is my hour to work on my goal. Get it done and move on. Don't dwell on it. If you don't get as much done as you wanted to get done, leave it for the next day and
Yeah,
don't dwell on it. But do what you can to invest your money every single day. I'm not
things
fully
like that.
there yet, but I'm working towards that.
Absolutely. And then with you writing it down or what you're saying about writing it down, sometimes it's so easy for us to speak negatively. That might need to be a personal challenge. Every time something negative comes out of your mouth, take time right then and there to write down 2 positive things to counteract that.
Mm-hmm.
it's so easy for us to say those negative things, but we know deep down in our heart that's not really what we believe. So counteract it by writing that good thing down, writing at least two good things to counteract that one bad thing. It's just sometimes just so much easier to just start creating those habits of bringing that vision straight on to that paper, bringing it to life. You know what? I might have did just say this, but I really don't believe that about what I just said. So let me see what I can write down that's gonna counteract that. Something that I can look back on every time I even think this negative thought. I have something to counteract that negative thought, something that I do believe in. And we can all do that. Sometimes it's not as easy for us to say good things, but I'm sure it's pretty easy to write them. You can't
Absolutely.
listen to yourself writing, but you can see that bit, you can see that writing, and you can hear yourself saying it in your head. Sometimes we just have to figure out ways to trigger those things that we're used to doing, and figure out a way to trick that mind to believe in something better, getting that subconscious back in order. Our subconscious is allowing us to say the things out of our mouth that we don't believe. But if we try to see the different things that we do believe, we might can try to change the trajectory of the things that we're stop saying.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Good on tonight.
All right. And
All
then,
right. So
this
are
last
you following the fruit floor? Go ahead.
little, change your mindset about money. I'm sure when you like Wealth Wednesday, oh gosh, they about to talk about money. What kind of feeling do
Mm,
you get when someone mentions money?
mm,
Because that's something that's deeply rooted in
mm-hmm.
to your DNA, really. And that takes me to this to a conversation Michael and I had today. So we're emailing back and forth because we're getting ready to make some changes outside. And he was like, I got the ball rolling. And so I'm like, I sent him like the oh no emoji. You know, we always talking emojis and stuff. And so I'll pull it up because of how it was. We were just going back and forth. And he said, would you like to put the brakes on it? And I said, I'm just being cheap. You may proceed.
Oh,
Because
oh.
we've done this and we've been very, very disciplined about it. We have not touched any of it. And
Mhm.
so that deep subconscious thing in the back is like, oh my gosh, if it's gone, is we won't have it anymore. Well, yeah, because it flows. It's there for us to do what we need to do, right? And so when I got the email, it was like, FYI, the ball is rolling. And so what did I send? Oh, I want y'all to see all up in my. So I sent this to him, right?
She is the queen of emojis and
I
gifts,
was
y'all. In
saying
case y'all did not
and
know.
so
Oh my God.
he sent me the price. And what did I? Oh, that's when I sent the no, I sent this right here. When he sent the price. And so then he was like, would you like to hit the brakes? And then that's when I said, no, I'm just being cheap. You may proceed. And so he's like, December 2nd, December 3rd. I'm like, oh God, that's like for real fast. Hold on, brother. But it's all a mindset thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's really all about your mindset
Mm-hmm.
and what you think about. You want these things. It's almost like sometimes you're going to the store and you're like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. You buy it, and then you have this guilty feeling comes
Mm-hmm.
on you. That's something real deep that's is in your bones, your being. There's something
Mm-hmm.
that happened as you grew up that made you feel horrible about spending money, as if it's you're never going to have any, like, this is all I have and I got to hold on to it. And I get that feeling sometimes, that it's like I can't release that. I gotta hold on to it because I might not get any more. It's something that you have to work at and talk yourself through. That's the self-talk that you have to really talk. What are you saying?
Mm-hmm.
What are you really saying? And what do you really mean? And where is that emotion, that feeling, that response? Where is that coming from?
Yeah.
Are you operating out a feeling of lack, or are
Mm-hmm.
you operating out of a feeling of abundance?
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to, so I expressed it, I acknowledged it, and I knew where that initial response was coming from, and was like, we're not where we were before. And I had to remind myself, we are not where we were before. We are good stewards of our money. We are good at handling our finances now. Before we weren't. Before we weren't. And this would be detrimental and put us in a bad place, or put us in a hole. But we're not there anymore because we said, dang on it, we're going to do what we got to do, get the mind part right, and then everything else is going to follow. Create it in the spiritual first, and then it
Mm-hmm.
will manifest in the physical.
Absolutely. And just for me, just in closing, I just thought about this. You know what? If I don't give my money to my dreams, my disasters are just waiting to take it.
Absolutely, because
And you got to think about that.
it's
How
supposed
many
to circulate somewhere.
it's supposed money we talk about how money has to flow. It has to go somewhere. And if it
Hmm.
can't go through your resources, that thing that's gonna make sure it boomerangs back in a positive way. Well, if the only way you're willing to let go is if a disaster happens, then I guess that's what has to happen. Oh, she's only cool if something bad has happened. Oh, he's only cool if something bad has happened. But here comes an opportunity for you to fund your dreams and grow your worth.
Hmm.
But you want to hold on to it. That's scarcity, right? You're so scared of losing something instead of figuring out how to grow what you have. That disaster's waiting right around the corner. Think about it. They're giving to their dreams. This should be easy. This should be fun. I'm looking at this is a dream. That means it's supposed to be abundance at the end of this. It's a
Hmm.
harvest at the end of this. I'm not sitting
Absolutely.
around waiting on a disaster. I'm done funding disasters.
Mm.
We gotta put our mind in a different perspective when it comes to our money. And that is Sugar Nella's closing.
Huh?
I said, and that's Sugar Nella's closing right there. I just thought about that when you were talking about, I'm just being cheap. That's that. She ain't cheap, y'all. She know what they doing. She know what they got to do. It's just something that they not used to doing. This ain't what we're used to doing with our work. We're used to just holding it. But now we're gonna grow this thing. And we already got a plan of action. And he's just saying he gotta be the one to spearhead this thing. I gotta go. I'm ready. And he like, okay, husband, I'm coming. Just drag me.
I'm the CFO, so he has to make sure that it's really and truly
Yeah.
okay to make it happen. So I hope something that we have said tonight has resonated with you guys. I do have an offer. Yesterday, I told you guys about we have 59 days, it's now 58 days of 2020. And, you know, it doesn't matter what January through October looked like, you can absolutely make a difference in the next 60 days or less than 60 days now. You've been on this program before. You know, we are partnered with a company. Hold on, let me. And we want to know if you are ready to get on the right side of money. You know, there's four different ways that you can um, be or get cash flow, right? 60% of us work for somebody else, where 35% work for self, but you're exchanging time for money. And that's 95% of the people is making only 5% of the market. 95% of the people making only 5% of the market. Or do you want to get to the right side? Really and truly be the true investor or even a business owner. 4% are business owners, such as Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or Sears. Is Sears still Dick's, since we go to Dick's all the time? Academy. These are businesses that have somebody else working for them. They have a system. Or do you want to be the one percenter where you're funding, helping those fund their dreams? You're just providing the capital and you say, hey, give me a percentage back, but you go and do your thing because that's what you're gifted at doing. I just have the capital to make it happen for you. And only 5% of the people make up 95% of the market. Well, you say you have an offer for us. Who is it for? you, you, the retail worker, you, the teacher, you, the construction worker, you, the teacher's assistant, families, orphans, if you're disabled, if you're anywhere on here, if none of these describe you, you does. You absolutely does describe you. So, D, you keep talking about you have an offer. What is this offer? What are you talking about? We are partnered with a company called I Am Academy. It's an educational platform that teaches you how to trade currency, how to take your money and put it in this $1 trillion market, $6.6 trillion market. People have been making money left and right today. I didn't trade. I'm watching, I'm listening, I'm learning. Well, two different ways that you can get started with us today. Sign up to be a part of the Foreign Exchange Academy. It is $234.95 startup. That's your initial cost, and then each month after that is $174.95. You get access to the academy, the actual educational platform. Go live, which is you get to have the educators teach you live, or you can get the recordings. And the harmonic scanner is our flagship product that sends you data trades all day, every day, 5 days a week. Or you can get the elite package that has the Forex Academy, High Frequency Academy, and the Digital Currency Academy. And we have our e-commerce academy that's coming soon. I would venture to say that it's going to be available after this weekend because we have our big convention this weekend. But D, I don't have mindset. You have it, but what do you need to stop doing in order to fund your dream, to build your legacy. This is Wednesday Wealth or Wealth Wednesday. If you have two other people that connect with you to be on this same journey, you can have your account for free. All of you learn together, build a trading group, and you get to learn for free. Oh, where's my mouse? Or if you want to add another stream of income, remember multiple streams get you to that millionaire status, that wealth status. Become an independent business owner where you can start building a successful business from home, getting to that right side of money, right? And here are this is our compensation plan. Take a look at it, read through it. You can definitely get involved with us. And there is an incentive for the month of November. If you would like to know more information, get in our inbox. Get in our inbox. Message us and say, hey, I want to know more. I do have a little secret though. Next week, we have one of our top educators that will take our team and will trade with us. She is going to show us some secrets that hasn't been introduced to the entire company yet. Our team. She's going to teach our team trade with Monday, Monday through Friday next week. But I do have an incentive for you. So, if you are interested in learning more about how to invest your money in the foreign exchange market, how to build multiple streams of income, how to get more control of your mind, your money. We have all that. We have mindset. We learn how to trade. We learn how to um, not just invest in the foreign exchange market, but take it to the next level. It's a community affair. Get in our inbox. And I just dropped it in the chat. Let me see if I can, it'll let me post it. Just the Freedom Growers. We're in there. If I don't answer, Alita will answer. But we will get to you in within moments, at no later than an hour, depending on what's happening at the
Moment, at no later than an hour.
depending on what's happening at the time. So, if this is something that you're interested in, you want to hear more about the actual incentive that I have, get in the inbox. Get in the inbox. We're planting seeds and growing fruit. What seeds are you planting for your future? What seeds are you planting for your future? Lita told us if they say in our hand, that's just sweaty water. That's just sweat. A lot of salt, grit, grime, but you got to put it in the ground and water it. Uh-oh, I think I lost Alita. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been another episode of Topics After Dusk with Dee and Lida. I am Dee. At Freedom Growers, we are planting seed and growing fruit for the mind, the body, and the pocketbook. You guys have a fabulous Wednesday evening, and we will see you again tomorrow night. Bye, guys.